Hello, my name is Greg Robinson, and this is Robinson Horsemanship.
So often we see at the clinics you changing headgear on horses. Can you expound on that?
Yeah, I do change some headgear around. I do not, and I don't make any mistakes about it. I'm pretty upfront about what I use, why I use it, but I don't just say, okay, get rid of that, use this, and go. I'm going to explain the why and the how, and then prove it. Bits are a big deal to me, big deal to the horse. I know a lot of trainers, and I have nothing against people owning a bunch of gear. This is all I do for a living. I own 3 different snaffle bits, 4 different hackamores, several of the bits that I help change and design that have a Billy Allen mouthpiece. They're called the GR bit. 1 correction and like 4 bridle bits. And that's it. I really don't need anything else. If anybody's been to one of my clinics and somebody shows up with a Tom Thumb bit, they get a everybody gets to hear about how much I dislike those and tell them exactly why. And I'll change some headgear. I'll watch, even if they don't have a Tom Thumb bit, some junior cow horse bits, different things, shank snaffles, I'm not a huge fan of. And I explain the why, because when you take a hold of that horse, say in a shank snaffle or a Tom Thumb bit, when you take a hold of that horse with both reins, that mouthpiece is doing that in their mouth. And it gets the lower bars of their jaw and compresses their tongue. That can't be very comfortable. So that's why you get a lot of hot head tossing and rooting on your hands. They don't like what's in their mouth. So I want a bit that doesn't do that to them. So Rod Tertier of RT Bit and Spur down in Gainesville, Texas, builds all my bits and does a fantastic job. And the GR bit, if there's a horse on the planet that don't like it, I haven't met it yet. Doesn't matter the breed, the discipline, the age. Within usually a couple of minutes, those horses are really packing it nice and on a loose rein, and their whole demeanor changes because it doesn't cost them anything every time the rider takes a hold of them. Very mild bit with a direct signal. So that's something I definitely do. No tie downs, no draw reins, no martingales. I refuse to use anything that I can't use in a show pen. I think it's a good excuse for bad hands. I think it creates crutches for horses and riders to use gimmicks. So I just refuse. So when people come and they've got that stuff, I'll say, okay, let's just give something a try. I'm not rude about it, but I say, let's get this stuff off and see if we can't get your horse doing better things, smoother, and being happy about doing it. So I do change gear quite a bit.
How do people find you so they could sign up and host a clinic or participate in a clinic?
I've got a Facebook page, my regular Facebook page, Greg D. Robinson, and then I've got Greg Robinson Horsemanship on Facebook. That's my business page. I'm on Instagram, and I do have a website, robinsonhorsemanship.com, that my good friend Amy Stoney's working on. She's doing a great job putting that together. So we're slowly building up a lot more media presence, and I'm willing to go anywhere. I need 10 riders a day and an arena. That's it. I'll go anywhere. And I don't care if you're riding Arabs, Mustangs, draft horses, doesn't matter. I don't care if you're into jumping, trail riding, rodeo, reining, doesn't matter. It's all horsemanship. The rules are all the same. They're all the same. People think you have to ride completely different for different disciplines, train completely different. I don't think that's true. I think if your horsemanship is intact and correct, that horse can do anything you ask it to do pretty effortlessly. And it's just about body control and understanding how to use your legs more to ride your horse than your hands. That's the biggest problem I see is people are way too busy with their hands, not near busy enough with their legs. And that's kind of how we go about it.